Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are that come through with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. So let's begin. Let's find out what comes through. So the first card that we have is the Temperance. You do have Sagittarius energy with this, and we also have the Fool. And we have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, as well as the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Seven of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck, this does give a more grounded energy. I do feel like there is a sense of being in a decisive space, and I also feel that there's also a feeling of having options but being quite decisive within the face of options. I do feel that with the Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty harmonious energy, but also a sense of needing to be patient with the unfolding of a connection. I do feel like there is a sense of being able to actually bring a sense of peace towards this person. This is how they feel about you. I do feel like this person is quite patient with you, and I do feel like they also appreciate you being patient with them, especially within this connection. With this Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like also an energy of having a connection that is quite meaningful, and I do feel like this also feels like having someone looking out for you and somebody someone in your corner. We do have the Fool card showing up over here. This does feel like taking a leap of faith. I do feel like there's an excited energy over here that comes out when it comes to this connection with this person that they bring to you. I do feel like there's also a sense of being in a space where there's a very hopeful energy for what's to come. I do feel like with this Fool card that this does feel like an energy of being able to actually experience jumping into a connection without too much pre-thoughts into it. I do feel like there is a sense of also having this feeling of being quite passionate and letting those emotions lead you with this connection. Do you feel like there's actually a lot of trust that's also in this connection, and also when it comes to what this connection is going to be? I do feel like with the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, this is actually an importance of having honesty in this connection. Do you also feel like this does feel like hearing from someone in a way that is hearing something that someone has is quite vulnerable and opening up to you about? So this does feel like an energy of being open, especially in the communication. Do you feel like with that Seven of Cups, this feels like an energy of also kind of really feeling this connection in a way that is also bringing a sense of clarity, a sense of decisiveness. I do feel like with the Seven of Cups that there may be options in your connection, either for you or for this person, but there's an adamant energy when it comes to being decisive and deciding upon this connection in particular. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Two of Cups. And we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Six of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. For the Star card, we also have some Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. But with the Star card showing up over here, this does feel like a strong connection. I also feel like there is a sense of being in a space of really really thinking about the future and being in a space where there is a sense of wanting to have a connection that goes the distance. I do feel like with the Star card, though, there could be some distance within this connection. I do feel like with that Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse and that sense of kind of getting to a place of getting clarity on one's emotions and feelings within a connection, there is the sense of being able to actually either be able to address that sense of that sense of distance. That could be emotional connection, emotional distance. But I do feel like with the Star card, there's this really strong sense of being strong feelings, and I feel like strong sense of being connected in this connection. That is also something that this person carries with them in this connection. And I do feel like with the Two of Cups, this person wants a relationship, or there is a desire to be able to actually strengthen a relationship. I do feel like with this Temperance card showing up over here, that the connection is one that is also divinely protected. I do feel like there's a sense of coming together for a higher purpose, and I do feel like it's very meaningful. It's quite deep. I do feel like when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this person, they want to be able to have something that is making the connection stronger, but also feel like they could also be a relationship that this person is aiming for with you. I do feel like with this Two of Cups that this does feel like a compatible connection between two people. I do feel like on an emotional level there's a strong connection here too. With the Six of Cups showing up over here, again, this does feel like a deeply connected energy. I do feel like with the Six of Cups, this is a pretty genuine and even sincere energy as well that you may be getting from this person. I do feel like this person may be younger than you, or this connection may be one that also has a very sentimental meaning for you too. And I feel like it could relate to a past situation that's also significant to you, that this connection may remind you of. I do feel like with the emotions in this connection that there is something very strong there. I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles showing up over here, this is about really experiencing action into a connection. I do feel like there's a reciprocated energy between feelings and actions, and even just in between the two of you within this connection. I do feel like the communication especially is going to indicate that for you in this connection. But with the Six of Pentacles, this does show a willingness to put effort and to put into this connection, pouring into this connection. I do feel like with that Seven of Swords, you may be hearing from this person. There may be communication as well coming up. I'm going to clarify these cards. We have Venus with love. We have Grand Trine with blessings. And we have Sagittarius with icy. So with this Venus card showing up over here, this does feel like it's pertaining to this Two of Cups as well as this Temperance card. I do feel like there's a lot of love here. I also feel like when it comes to the actions, the words said, it's really coming from a genuine, loving and sincere place. Do you feel like with this Venus card that this also shows Libra energy? It could be dealing with a Libra, but I do feel like there's a strong feeling of affection that's coming from a genuine place from this person to the way that they feel about you. With the Grand Trine card showing up over here, do you feel like this is a connection that is one that is also going to lead to a lot of new and even magical feeling experiences? I do feel like with this Blessings card, this does feel like a very fortunate energy. And even at the Fool card, I do feel like this is also a fortunate energy for what's to come in this connection. I do feel like there is also a lot of experiences that are bringing up this feeling of being blessed within this connection. I also feel like as far as the timing, I do feel like there's something divine about it. With the Sagittarius icy card, I do feel like you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but with the Sagittarius card, I also feel like this also pertains to the Seven of Swords. And I feel like there's a lot of honesty, there's a lot of direct and straightforward communication. But I also feel like there's also a very hopeful and optimistic energy towards this connection. And I do feel like it's also motivating the actions in this connection. And I do feel like there's a very supportive energy over here. Your energies could really balance each other out or complement each other in a way that allows this connection to be able to be one that unfolds quite nicely as well. I do feel like there is a lot of certainty that is also being taken into account within this connection, especially where it is at right now with the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse. So those are the messages I'm getting for you with these cards, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.